Before we get started, I just want to take a moment to thank all of my supporters and everyone for supporting my channel. And my channel would not be where it's at today without all of my supporters. So with that being said, let's get on down to today's lecture. And the focus of this lecture is going to be survival job tips. Survival job tips. This topic has always been one of my favorite topics in terms of survival job tips. And if the audience is aware, I fully retired from state government September 2023 after working 23 years as a licensed clinical addiction specialist. And I have a lot of other work history prior to my time of retiring as a addiction specialist. But I'm going to talk about some survival tips that I have used all throughout my working history on jobs throughout my career. And one of the number one survival tips on any job, whether you're working full-time or part-time or contract work, is very important to stay away from people who gossip. On any jobs, even when I was in the military, any work setting, you're going to always find individuals in that work setting who want to gossip. And typically when a person is gossiping, it's about something negative, talking about somebody, spreading gossip versus focusing on the essential functions of their job. And individuals who love the gossip, all that does is create toxicity in the workplace. It'll interfere, or if you allow it to get you off task from your job, meeting deadlines and performing your job function. So stay away from people who gossip on jobs. Another tip on survival on the job is have the mindset that you're going to treat your job like a business, because it is a business. These employers are hiring you to perform your essential job functions. There's policies and procedures in place. And by evidence is a business, violate those policies and procedures and they can fire you. So with that in mind, treat your job like a business. You're making an income, you're building retirement, you're getting bonuses, promotions, there's policies and procedures in place. That's the mindset I've always had all throughout my working history. You treat that job like it is a business, and it is a business. And that's the reason why they have HR policies and procedures. You have a schedule, a time to be there. You are required to perform your essential functions. They have a chain of command, and etc. Also, is another tip in terms of surviving on jobs is, it's okay to be cordial on your job. You can speak to people in the break room when you're getting your coffee, be cordial, that's fine. But number one survival tip is stop telling your business on the job. Stop telling your personal business on these jobs. I'm telling you, because whatever goals that you may be working on, or issues going on outside of that job, or something you're working on, or to enhance yourself, to develop yourself outside of that job, and then if you're telling all of your business, everybody ain't happy with your stuff, I'm here to tell you. So, stop telling all of your business on these jobs. Stop talking about future plans that you're making outside of that job. Stop talking about you got a side hustle, or you're making external money, or you're planning a trip out of the country. Stop telling your business on these jobs, because a lot of times people are smiling in your face and maybe wishing you well, but in secret they're wishing you fail on that goal, or they may become jealous of what you got going on outside of that job, and they may do things to sabotage you on your day job. So stop telling your business on these jobs, and I'm here to tell you, you gotta master the skill of moving in silence. Sometimes you can announce your goal when the goal has been achieved. Move in silence. Stop telling all your business on these jobs, because everybody is not happy with your stuff, and I'm here to tell you. Another powerful survivor tip on these jobs is don't believe in the myth when you hear on a lot of these jobs when they say, oh, we're family here, you know, we're just like family. And I'm gonna keep this thing real. No, your family is your family. Your siblings, your significant others, your kids, and your spouse is your family outside of the job. That job is that job. You got co-workers, supervisors, managers, policies, procedures. They're hiring you to perform your job functions. That's not your family. Don't get that twisted. And a lot of times you'll hear people using that language on these jobs to get you to self-disclose on what's going on in your personal life, your home life, what's going on outside of that job. No, the job is the job, and your family is your family. Because even before I retired, you know, I did not bring my personal life on these jobs and what was going on in my personal world, and I didn't bring what was going on the job to my personal life. It is separate and distinct. So don't believe that myth or on these jobs when they say, oh, we're family, you can talk to me about anything and what's going on. No, that's what family is for, or getting a counselor is for, and I'm here to tell you. On jobs, another key secret to survival is don't be a follower. Follow policies and procedures, be your own thinker. Don't do something on jobs just because everybody else is doing it. If most people on the job go to lunch at a certain time and a group of people go to lunch together, don't think you have to follow that. Be your own person. Take your lunch when you take your lunch. If you want to join folks, join them. If you don't, you don't. But be your own thinker, on these jobs. And a lot of times people who are doing certain things on these jobs and trying to elicit people to follow them could be against policies and procedures, then you all get fired, and I'm here to tell you. So don't be a follower on a job. That's a powerful tip on job survival. And a number one piece is don't date people who you work with. That can turn into a catastrophic situation, because now you're bringing your personal affairs on the job. People are going to gossip on who's dating who's sleeping with who, and if that relationship don't work out, now both parties can be gossiping about the other, and it creates toxicity and chaos on the job. I've seen people get fired behind stuff like that. When they date on the job and they break up, it turns into gossip, toxicity, arguing back and forth, full-blown fights, and they both got that pink slip, and I'm here to tell you. So don't date people on your job. It's the number one tip on job survival. And another important piece on job survival is don't seek therapy from co-workers or supervisors or people from HR on the job. If you got issues going on, go see a counselor or therapist outside of that job, because in many situations, people literally go to their jobs and seek therapy from whoever will listen, and suggestions and advice from everybody on the job. Now all your personal business is out there because they're going to gossip. Rather, it's financial problems, relationship problems, depression, anxiety. Don't seek therapy from people on your job. There are professionals out there who are not linked with that job who can give you appropriate counseling and therapy. And I've seen this happen many times throughout my career. People seeking therapy from individuals around them on the job, because remember, these companies and these jobs are paying you to perform the essential functions of your job, to adhere to policies and procedure on these jobs, to be to work when you're supposed to according to your work schedule. That is what they're hiring you to do, because in reality, it really is a business, and I'm here to tell you. So again, these are some survivor tips that I have used throughout my entire working history, all the way up until I fully retired September of 2023 from the state of North Carolina. And I'm telling you, these tips and strategies work. It helped me in terms of being getting promotional opportunities, raises all throughout my career because I went to work to perform the essential functions of my job that the organization hired me to do. I made sure I followed policies and procedures, and I was cordial to people, but I didn't follow anybody. I didn't align myself to anyone, and I kept folks out of my business. And I'm here to tell you, because I got hired to do a job, not to come socialize on these jobs and etc. So again, share this information. Somebody might need to hear this in terms of survival job tips. Don't forget to mark your calendar for July 27th at 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. I'm going to do another relational live stream lecture on full copy edit. That's all I have. Simplify, simple fidelis. And I'm going to leave in the care of your own conscience. Have a great day.